Peace Corps' been around since 1985, with every year with the exception of one. Its relevance to the community would be that it's an opportunity for everyone to come together and sort of celebrate each other and give each other the recognition that they don't get necessarily on a daily basis, as well as to give people in the community an opportunity to become self-educated on relevant local and social global issues.
There's a big variety of people this year. There's been like a whole lot of younger people, like a whole lot of, you know, 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds and stuff, and there's been a lot more older people too. So it's, I guess what we tried to do is broaden the festival, and it worked.
You want people to come here. What do you want them to come away with?
Some sort of knowledge on some sort of relevant issue to them. It could be anything from women's issues to environmental to global social injustices, whether it be to come out and support local business, to be aware of what we have, and to support local talent, and also to recognize just how much talent we do have here, because on a day-to-day basis, the recognition isn't there. So basically, people going away feeling like they've had a prosperous, enjoyable weekend, free of charge, brought to them by the youth of the community as an opportunity to give something back to the community.
Rainbow breeze and destroys the time. Everything falls in line. Dirty green, all the play. Love to start for another day. Take me out. There's not that'll never been here before. Once around. Please understand what you ask of me. Crack the ground.
We went out to Cornerbrook to play. And we went out to Cornerbrook to meet as many people as possible, and you were like #1 on our hit list. And we found you, and then when I found you, I didn't want to leave you alone. I like you, Mike.
Too cute.
Band got together about 2 years ago, and ever since then we've been working on getting better and better, I guess, trying to kick it like that.
So has it been the same lineup?
We went through a couple different guitar players, but we're stuck with this one now.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm the rookie.
This will be the lineup, and Chris Henley, our percussionist, he's missing right now, missing in action. But this is the lineup that will stick.
Okay, and there's a CD about to come out, I understand.
Yes, we're running into a couple snags. We were hoping to have it out like really soon, but it looks like for sure we're going to have it out by Christmas, but hopefully earlier, because I'm not very patient. I'm not a patient person, and I'm just looking to get it out really soon.
There's more to this band than just the band, right?
Yeah.
It's a record label as well.
Yeah, that's me, Mike, and Judd. We basically started up this record label trying to promote ourselves out, because like we live on an island,
right,
in the middle of the ocean, and the only way we could get out or do anything was if we started some kind of promotional stunts and you know, sending out pizza boxes and cookies and stuff like that.
I got one of those. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the record label is called what?
Kansas Con Records.
And why is it called Kansas Con?
Because that's the name I wanted for the band, but they wouldn't let me have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it just stayed Bucket Truck. Yeah. And Bucket Truck too. You know, I was thinking about that. Like, although I kept thinking dump truck, but bucket truck is a different truck. Go ahead, John.
Bucket trucks are the big blue trucks that, well, blue here in Newfoundland, and I think they're blue in PEI as well, that have the cranes on the back that the power companies have for fixing the lights around town and the power lines and things like that. So that is what a bucket truck is.
Cherry picker.
Cherry pickers, as they're called in Newfoundland. I don't know if they're called that elsewhere, but we call them bucket trucks because that's what they're supposed to be called.
Just the way I'm flowing the beach, just a note I'm telling you just the features, puppets on an asteroid, flirting with the baby boy.
Is there anything else coming up in the near future outside of the CD release that...
Hopefully we will see you in January, maybe if we can get up there, get our...
Easy Maze. Looking at
come up. We're hoping, got our fingers crossed for a showcase maybe. Otherwise, we're going to be up there anyway, looking for you, hunting you down.
Yeah,
it's what we do. We play a little bit of music, but besides that, we're very good at stalking people.
Well, it's really good to hear.
I don't want to talk about it. 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 It's a bad time, I find a major man. We can do it all
for I guess for 4 years, 5 years.
Or 4.5.
4.5, say 4.5. Formed out of 2 different bands, was coming together.
Well, 4 years is a long time for a band in the city.
Yeah,
So why did you guys manage to stick it out that long?
I don't know. We never had any problems or any politics between the band. Or
We're tough.
Yeah, we put up with some stuff, but
Well, have you managed to get far enough forward that you feel like you're moving forward and then there is some future for the band? For instance?
yeah, we just came out with a CD there last Christmas, and it seems to be selling well.
On the front, right?
Pardon?
There's a baby on the front of that?
It's Richie.
Yeah,
the
that's
Asian guy.
him.
Oh. So that's been out since Christmas?
Yes.
And is it sold properly?
Yeah, we're probably almost sold out now. We had a good enough sales for just being in the city, because we've only been in 3 stores in the city, actually 4 or 5. Sorry, so I mean it's doing pretty good for like Words 2 and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's just like a local distribution thing?
Yeah, so far we're working on getting it distributed nationally, like across Canada, and see where it can go from there.
Yeah, you working on another one yet?
Hopefully by Christmas we can record again.
Yeah.
But we'd like to get a video so we can play it on your station.
That'd be nice.
I don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
What else is on the horizon that...
Well, we just got our shirts put out today. We're selling them for $15. They're right there if you want to...
Potato bug shirts?
Yeah, you turn around.
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo!
They're all right for the first ones.
No one bought any yet. Well, one person has.
I stole mine.
Of course, well.
Step into the mastermind. Take a look at your rabbi. What you get is what you project. Did you get what you want? Yeah, and I'm not back. I don't want to go back. The end ain't what you know gonna hide. Here's my sign, mine.
Let me see now. Last time I was here, it was Potmaster. Was
Potmaster, myself, and John, and
Right.
actually our missing drummer, John Angelopoulos. He was the final drummer of Potmaster, but then Natalie Exotica Supreme left town, quit the band. So we collected Steve and became Jupiter Landing. Natalie was the front person of Potmaster, you know. It was a sort of a different image, different sound, so, you know, we figured, you know, Natalie wrote half the material in that band, so it was sort of, she's gone, you know, the band is no longer,
So
you
you
know.
just sort of segued into the new
We
band.
segued into the new one. We still play some of the songs that I wrote and John wrote with Potmaster with this band, you know, sort of slightly rearranged and stuff, but, you know, it's just the continuation. The St. John's a melting pot of bands.
There's not a lot to do here except play music and have a good time, you know.
Yeah, you know, unemployment breeds creativity.
And that's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line, you know. There's like, if there's nothing to do, you might as well make something. So that's all we spend our time doing is making shit.
So what's going to happen with this project? You going to record all
Project?
that kind of stuff? Or you
We've done a little
that?
demo recording, and we're gonna sort of try and finish that up. I think, you know, we got a few vocals to touch up on it and stuff. And then I guess we'll see what we think of it, see what we want to do. I sort of, myself, I've sort of given up on the tried and true industry route. I think I'm just in it for the laughs these days, and if something comes out of it, great. If not, I'll still be here playing.
The Peace Court, is that a little festival that's near and dear to your heart, or is it just sort of an opportunity?
Yeah, well, I'll let John talk about that. He was there at the first one, I believe.
I played at the first one 12 years ago, and I think I've been at all except maybe 1 or 2 I may have missed along the way, but it's definitely...
How many different bands?
Oh, well, I don't have enough digits to count how many different bands I've played in, but I love the Peace Festival, and it's something that I'll do every year, and I'll probably do it when I'm 40, 50 years old, playing country music, you know.
Yeah. Now, is it just because it's an opportunity to play, or are there some of the political causes that are discussed there?
Some of the political causes I support and I'm behind, but it's mostly for me. It's something that I do for a good time, and I like to help other people have a good time.
I haven't got
So in the overall band hierarchy in St. John's as it exists now, where would you place this out?
Number one.
Okay. I was wondering what kind of... Oh, you know, we're up here. But no, it's the number one band.
Yeah, number one.
How often do you get a chance to play?
We play a couple times a month, I guess. I suppose we have to turn down some gigs. You know, this town. You know, you can't play too often. There are so many bands that you know you don't want to wear anybody out. So we try and not play. You know, during the summer you can pack a few extra gigs in because people are really into going out. But you know, generally 2 gigs a month or so. You know.
And as far as the city goes in general, is everybody reasonably happy with the musical situation here?
Could be 1 or 2 more bars. We still don't have the perfect bar to play in, although at this moment, you know, there's a rooftop deck on one of the bars that packs a lot of people in, and that's a good place to play, but, you know, the weather's got to be with you there.
Well, I'm thinking, you know, what we should do is just, like, rent a huge bus and put, like, 6 or 7 bands from here on.
Oh, a Newfie Circus. The Newfie Circus we want, you see, because then we get, because then not only is everybody in this province in like 2 bands, we're also all creating other art as well. Like, I've got a piece of art that's showing in the art gallery in a group exhibition at the hall at the moment, and Jody Richardson and Liz Picard from Furpack Action and the Liz Band, respectively, have a play on that just was up for the last 4 nights at the hall. You know, there's people creating stuff everywhere. Drums, didgeridoos. Steve builds hand drums. You know, this is his thing, man. Builds didgeridoos. Well, yeah. You know, he raffled one off last night. So everybody's making other stuff. So I think if we put all the bands into a bus and ship them off, we can like set up like the, you know, I hate to use the word, but Newfoundland Palooza or something like that. You know, like
another Babylon by bus.
Well, you know,
Babylon by bus.
You know, why don't we actually think about this? Because I don't know about you, but it says Canada Council to me.
It says it could, you know, it could.
Give money to everybody else.
Maybe the bus could say much music too.
Yeah, there may be a video available on the web at some point, but currently we have nothing to do with. So the drill is usually let you pick something.
Yeah, John, pick a video.
See, this is how we don't have a video of our own. I think that we'll pick a video that we wish was our own, and it's a video by Monster Magnet called Nagasonic.
Is what I'm showing. It's not easy trying hard to stand when it's not showing something. Why change what's going smoothly? Oh, now I just want to hurt you. Yeah.
The band started about 2 years ago as Gearbox, but we were playing before for a long time, just fooling around on our own. But it started about 2 years ago, and it's just been going uphill from then, and we've been doing pretty well around here lately.
So you've just been playing locally kind of thing?
Yeah, well, we played in Corner Brook at the Snow Job thing, and that was about as far as we went so far.
Okay, you haven't been around that long. You just graduated from high school yet. You've already gotten to the point where you have a CD, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the peak of our career so far, anyway.
Turn around.
Came yesterday.
Wait a second here. Keep it nice and still for me. Okay, now flip it around. And this is like brand new.
Brand new. Just came in yesterday. 2 days before the CD release party, so you know we were kind of a little worried, you know.
And it's a full record's worth?
10 songs, yep.
Wow. So it's not even like a little EP kind of thing.
Nope. The whole 9 yards.
Now, I mean, lots of bands are together for years before they get that sorted out. How come you guys are right on the jump?
We got a bit of a loan, you know. Somebody gave us a bit of cash to work with, so that always helps. And I don't know, just we've always known each other, so it wasn't really hard to work with each other. So we got along pretty easily when we were doing it in those long, hard hours.
Tried to make you stop, but you know nothing ever ends. If I fall down, I'm alive. I want to sleep above the sky. It's so soft, I wonder why. I lost my edge to 49. I lost my edge to 49.
I think it's just our own brand of rock music. It's not hard to listen to. It's not. It's just something a little different, but not too wacky. You know, it's just good rock music, I think.
Does everybody listen to the same kind of stuff?
Everything.
Are you all fans of the same sort of?
Yeah, we listen to everything.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing we don't like.
My favorite band is the Pogues. So.
The Pogues?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah, honestly.
Well, that's not a bad one to pick as a fave.
No.
You have any ideas about doing a video at some point?
We haven't thought of that yet. You know, a bit of problems with the financial situation, but I know it'd be nice to do one day.
Definitely, because it seems you need a video, because that seems to be a part of the package, and that helps an awful lot. So if we could get the money, we'd love to.
Originally started as an experiment to see if we could put a band together of people who aren't so much musically talented. Bob here is the only one that really had any experience in a band. I was actually the original guitar player, and somehow I got elected to be the screamer. No folk influence whatsoever.
You know, there's certain bands that leap to mind when I'm watching you act, especially, well, first time I managed to see it, you know, a little bit of White Zombie in there and Nine Inch Nails kind of stuff.
Skinny Puppy.
Yeah. Skinny Puppy. So are those all bands that you're fans of?
Well, I definitely am, yeah. It's they're a big influence. I think when we started, that was the idea. It wasn't so much to do something that nobody had done before, but something that nobody had done here. And I'm a huge Skinny Puppy fan, and you know, 9 Inch Nails and the last White Zombie record anyway was pretty influential to me.
I'm a big Faith No More fan and Tool. We're well known for being wingnuts, especially me. When I'm not on stage, I'm, I guess, fairly normal. So people are kind of shocked when they actually see me do my thing on stage.
Do you have something recorded people can go out and buy?
We sure do. We've got an EP actually recorded by the bass player in Drive. It's called Fallacious, Useless, and Above All Cruel, and it's available locally at Fred's Records, or I guess you can order it off the internet at our website.
Which would be what?
It would be www.europa.cs.mun.ca/TD Party, which stands for me, /Draize HTML.
And the Draize Eye Test is what, for those that don't know?
Well, I guess, you know, Kathy should be the best one to answer that question. Kathy?
Well, Draize Eye Test is the name of a really horrendous experiment done on animals, specifically the rabbit, for cosmetic purposes. They put some kind of solution in their eyes and see how it affects them until they go blind, and then they put that product on the market for humans.
Right.
So I'm a big animal rights activist, and I find it disgusting. Oh yes, this is my dog Godfrey. So that's why we named the band Draize Eye Test.
Anybody who's following the Canadian music scene at all over the past few years will probably recognize the lead singer from this next band. He is Jody Richardson. Probably best known as the Red Albino in Thomas Trio and the Red Albino. He's back in St. John's living, doing all kinds of stuff, and fronting his new band called Fur Packed Action. As successful as he has been, he still has a bit of a problem with interviews. So you will notice that Jody is doing the interview through his personal interpreter, Lois Brown.
Pavement, nice payphone and halogen, shampoo bottle in my pocket. How did I get there? How am I leaving? Back at propane, barbecuing, deposition, Robert Chewin.
Now, last time I talked to you, Jody, would have been the Thomas Trio days, like a long time ago. How long has that band been toast?
About 3.5 years.
3.5 years? 3.5 years. And since then, you've been doing what?
Writing plays and playing with fur-packed action.
And that has all been done in St. John's?
Yes. My working partner, my writing partner is Liz Picard, and we've done 3 plays. The Comedy is Killing Me, Our Religion, and Domestic Bliss, which finishes tonight at the LSPU Hall.
Right. Now, is that just a 2-person play?
Yes.
Seems to me if the acting and the playwriting is going well, or you feel the need to be in a band, you have to be in a band, is this something that you must do?
You saying that? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. The band consists of Jeff Younghusband, who was in Potmaster and Potbelly, and now in Jupiter Landing, who I think you saw last night, and Barry Newhook, who was in Bung, Fleming Street Massacre Blues Band, Red Scare, and little old me.
So I know that this band has played Halifax at least once. How serious is the band, and are people going to get a chance to see it outside of this particular geographical point?
We're a very serious band. We take ourselves pretty seriously. Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, I'd say yeah, seriously, pretty seriously.
Seriously enough to record? Seriously enough to get back into all the things that you left?
No.
Not that serious.
No on the latter, yes on the former.
Are we gonna know if we are as we seem, but in dreams, 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 hey,
We're gonna have a album out by Christmas time called The Dull Thud of Fur.
The Dull Thud of Fur?
Yeah.
And are you going to record that here?
Yeah, for sure. We might do it with Nickel Sound, and Nickel Sound is with Don Ellis and Sandy Morris, and they've been. Sorry. Right. Yeah, Ross Murray might be helping us out with it, but you know, it's pretty much going to be our own thing. We've been writing that for the past about year and a half.
And you will be busy with the acting thing, so the band will not be on the road at all?
Maybe.
Now, is there any reason in particular outside of the fact they asked you that you're playing the piece of chord, or is this something that's near and dear to your heart?
We've played it every year, apart from the time when we've been away. The mother of my child, Tina Thoden, she was one of the originators. It's part of the summer. It always has been. It is the reality. And also, woo, we headlined it. We headlined it last night, and that was the first time. So, like last year, we played at 4 o'clock, and that was all right. But it was very exciting. I was really giddy. We were all really giddy about headlining it this year, because even though it's a small festival, it is prestigious to play at this.
Well, there was still a fair amount of people out, even though it was pouring rain and stuff, so, you know, it must be nice to look off the stage, even though you're getting wet, everyone else is getting wet, but there was still a lot of people that hung in.
Like Woodstock?
Like Woodstock.
It was like Woodstock.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's fine.
Thank you.
Unless there's anything else that you desperately want to mention.
We're coming. We're coming. We've already done a tour. We've already gone to Halifax and Montreal, Sudbury, Peterborough, Toronto on our fur-packed action adventure holiday last year in my tempo, and we'll be coming back up. So watch out. And how do you want your action, Mike?
Fur-packed.
Yeah, baby.
Well, I drove away, I changed the mirrors back in my position. Dropped by my place to change, chill down. Before I go out, my heart's saying fix this now. My mind's saying have some fun. One thing that I've learned this past month is not to trust either one, cause they're only in it for themselves. looking out for new passions and dilemmas.
Any trip to St. John's would be incomplete without checking in on Liz Picard and the Liz Band. This trip was absolutely no exception. They played the Peace Accord, which is a festival very near and dear to Liz's heart because, after all, Liz has opinions about absolutely everything. The band has a brand new record coming up soon. We caught them at the Peace Accord.
This is not a new band. This is pretty, well, we have a new drummer, but I think we were just crossing over the last time we talked to you. Mike is the new drummer.
Yeah. And I was quitting the last time you talked to
Mike,
us.
You were quitting?
He was quitting. We had some sort of...
Right. You were quitting, weren't you?
A lot of stuff has sort of happened, and Mike is, of course, the bass player from pretty close to the beginning. We had some problems. Me and Marcel had some problems.
Now we love each other.
Because we hadn't come to terms with how much we love each other. And now we are they have, you know. Now we are very, well, me too, I guess, a very healthy unit, and our writing has become like so fun.
Just when you think you can't give another minute, well, it comes on like a string without a limit. And I know it's hard.
And we're working on getting our new album out, which is recorded.
Well, this is what I want to hear about. So, is this still like we're just talking about it, or
no? It's
you're
recorded.
Actually getting close.
It's recorded. It's done. It's getting mixed and mastered now for the second time because we didn't like the first mix, and then we just got to get the money to get it out.
Well, actually, we have most of the money for pressing. So as soon as we get the master back, we're going to press it. So it's going to be out by the end of October. Definitely.
By the end of October?
Yeah.
That's not too far away.
No. We're also planning on going on the road with Bob Wiseman in November.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Bob could always be a little bit problematic.
Now, Marcel, don't say that.
He's very unpredictable.
This is our, I don't know, our fourth attempt, and this one will be successful.
Do we know where you're going to call yet?
I've been here before. We haven't really decided on that. We're sort of going to do it ourselves, but there's a couple of things we're looking into. We just haven't really decided. There's a local distribution Tide Mark, I'm sure you've heard about. And, okay, it's the Skidemia. All right. Cheese Fest.
Cheese Fest. Been on it.
Been there, done that.
Did you kiss a cod?
Oh, yeah. Kiss.
I've never done that.
Basically, you know, we sort of see that we should make a video. We should do a bit of sort of promotion, that kind of thing.
These things help, Liz.
But
when it'll happen? I guess we were wondering, like, if we shot a video like Elevator to Hell style or something, would we?
or on my high 8 camera. High 8?
I'm there for you.
Right on.
When they're not getting an ad on the network, that's quite often a little more problematic. And one other thing I want to mention is, well, obviously, you were at the Peace Accord, and you know, why do you make a point of playing that, and why do you think it's a good thing, and from your perspective, what's it all about?
Yeah, it really started out of a really high social awareness that was going on in the 80s. Over the years, the Peace Festival has become more about music. I think this year they were trying to sort of go back towards the roots of, you know, really talking about change and talking about global issues. I must say that the audiences which are coming up now are extremely aloof. It's really hard to get them involved because, I don't know, I guess they've got so much coming at them now. They're like the media generation, but, and I mean, they're there for the music, really, first and foremost. I love that.
It seems like a good place for you. Not that you have, or not that I've known you to have very strong opinions about things over the years.
Well,
My theory on the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary is they just want to have something to do, right? They want to have the guns, they want something to do. So I think it should be mandatory, this is my idea, for all officers to take knitting when they are in police school.
next summer, I'm trying to work something, hopefully, in with the Sound Symposium that's happening, as you've been aware of all the Cabot stuff that's been going on here. I wanted to do it this year, but there was so much going on last year I couldn't get it together. It's the Cabot Go Home Festival. The Cabot thing's been pretty hard to swallow, I must say. It's just a big publicity campaign on behalf of the government. And I don't know, it's been quite appalling to watch. You see, all of Water Street has sprung up with all these businesses magically over the last couple of months. And when the summer's over, tourists are gone, because it's a ghost town, right? They'll be gone. It's a big front, everybody in Canada, big front, big facade. Very bad. And we're not down with that.
Good. New Liz Band record, good. And we should all look for that at the end of October.
Yes.
And if it isn't available at the end of October, then people should be, phoning you up? And
Please
telling you
phone me and make me put it out. No, it's going to be out, I swear. I swear.
Flog us and beat us in the street.
Marcel would like that. Wouldn't ya?
No.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to that, and hopefully you'll be playing in everyone's neck of the woods at some point afterwards.
Yeah. Thanks.
About time.
Yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
These songs of freedom, it's all I ever have. Redemption songs, redemption songs.
Well, that's about all the time we have left on this week's show. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our coverage of the Peace Accord as much as I enjoyed being there. Make sure you tune in next week when we will be on the air. We will not be preempted. We'll bring you some stuff with the Philosopher Kings, the Sky Diggers, and an interview with the Grace Babies, including the premiere, or well, maybe not the premiere, but certainly the first time on my show, their brand new video for the new album that is out now. Slater.